wager on the U.S. versus Europe here, our own little version of our Ryder Cup. I've gotten hosed. I didn't even look at the chip counts with where these players are. I just saw five European players and 4 U.S. players, and I said, okay, well, there you go. But, I do have a problem here. You said European versus U.S. We've got a Colombian player.
No, I think it's University of Columbia. I'm not sure.
Well, University of Columbia would be America then.
Yeah, that would be.
Okay, there you go.
I mean, even if it was Colombia and it's South America, then if he's from Bogota or wherever the capital is there, I mean, you can have Sea King. I mean, and he's like so far from what I've seen, a great player. He's third in chips.
Well, obviously all these players are great, but it's funny. I was looking at all the players and I'm going, wait a second, he's got all the players at the top. This isn't fair.
True. That's why you're making only 4 cups of tea to my 5 cups of tea.
Ridiculous, I tell you. Absolutely ridiculous. Ray's here from Marcouche. Once again, you are watching and listening to WCOOP Live. I'm David Tuckman, alongside Nick Purcell, James Hardigan waiting in the wings. But more importantly, and don't take that personally, James, we've got Barry Greenstein fairly soon coming in here. Hey, one thing interesting, 87 of the satellite winners reached the cash.
Wow, that's good. It's good for the economy. They've got in small, they've had a cash, they won over... What was the first cash? It was like 8,000, if I remember off the top of my head.
Hey, that's not bad, especially if you're winning a satellite. You get in here for a couple $100. You're talking about making, 40 times your money, 35 times your money. That's pretty good.
Absolutely. Big pot brewing here. Marcouche's raised, been re-raised by Liberace, and then called.
Yeah, Marcouche down below the $7.5 million mark. A lot of action here. And, of course...
Our man from London, Liberace, takes that down. 16 million chips.
Once again here, I just want to remind people that we do have the EPT London coming up on October 1st through the 5th, 5,200 pound buy-in. I know you're in there already,
Are
Nick.
you in?
I'm not in yet. I am not in. I've got a couple of conflicts. I'm not sure if I can play, unfortunately. Work calls. And
are you going to be doing EPT Live?
I'm not doing the EPT Live. I've got a prior engagement. I'm actually covering a Monday Night Football game on the 5th of October.
Okay.
So, I probably wouldn't make the final of the EPT tournament anyway, but we'll see what we can do. Who knows? Either way, though, get a race here. Battle of the Blinds here. Liberace versus AJK Hoosier. And action over to AJK. Liberace over 15 million chips. Wins this pot, he'll be over 16 million chips. And so the EPT London, by the way, 5,200 pounds. Of course, you are in. It's a 1 million pound guaranteed first prize. And you can get in for very little money. All you've got to do is go to PokerStars and check it out. Get in on the satellites. Of course, then you have the EPT High Roller, 20,000 pounds. Where the prize pool will be a guaranteed 1 million pounds.
Seeking's clarifying in the chat. It's Columbia SC, the real USC.
Well, there you go.
So you got him anyway.
Good.
I wanted him, but you got him. That's cool.
I got him. He's on my side. And, of course, these players, if you guys are listening and you want us to reveal anything about you, want to tell us a little story about you, we're here for you. So if you've got an interesting story, we'll make you a star. And we got a little shout-out here from KLS there. Shout-out to Turner, Lynch, and Van Fleet. Book on Poker, winning poker tournaments one hand at a time. Apparently he's saying that it helped him a ton. Well,
yeah, Pearl Jammer, Risen, and Ape Styles wrote a book, and then everyone wants to do some shout-outs now. Yeah, they wrote a book recently. I haven't read it. My friend just got it the other day, and he said it was pretty good.
As far as I'm concerned, you make the final table of the WCOOP Main Event, you're allowed to do a shout-out. At least one.
Absolutely. Who did Shoes Are Dirty want a shout-out for? Let's see.
What did I say there? Shout-out to UVA Wahuva.
Yeah, very good. And now, are you going to do it in a Belarusian or Danish? I mean, I'm quite excited about this. When are we actually going to hear these?
You know what? You just can't blur it out. Belarus and accent. You can't just do a Danish one. I might scare you. So it'll come out in due time. Don't worry.
Okay, cool.
I've already revealed my perfected Scottish accent.
Sounded Indian to me, but, not bad for a first attempt.
There you go. We're going to have a break here. 5-minute break. These players, a well-deserved 5-minute break after 28 hours of play. And we are here for you, so you can email us at pokerstars.tv@gmail.com. Doing our best to get Barry Greenstein. If we can't get him, we'll get another Team PokerStars Pro, though, of course. Somebody's going to be coming in here. So shoot your emails to us. Let us know what you want us to ask the pros. And, of course, you can ask James, myself, Nick. We will be here until the conclusion of this tournament, no matter how long it takes. I've got tickets to the Arsenal tomorrow night, and I believe the game starts at 7 p.m., but you know what? I'll miss it if this keeps going on. I don't care.
I really hope it's not going on that long. I've got to be at work in, 14 hours.
Well, hey, you know what? You might have to call in sick there. James Hardigan, of course, that's that familiar voice. It's not a Danish accent. It's not a Belarus accent. It's a James Hardigan accent.
Hello again, yes. And rather embarrassingly, you're the American, and yet I'm the one who knew that was USC and not Colombia, as in South America, Colombia.
I was looking down, and I just saw Colombia. And I was like, oh, wow, is he from Columbia? And then I looked back up and I was like, oh, yeah, that's the guy from the Gamecocks, obviously.
Yeah.
University of South Carolina.
I'm hearing a lot of excuses here.
Oh, well, you know what? That's what I'm here for. It's my motto. If I don't have the answer, or if I'm wrong, you just gotta blag your way through it. One of my favorite things is if I'm ever going in the wrong direction, you just kind of point at it, you go, no, I wanted to show you something over here. Come on. So, and of course, my producer correctly points out they're getting a well-deserved 5-minute break right now, but of course they did get a 12-hour break because this was a 2-day event.
Absolutely. Still, such a big tournament. We couldn't expect them to play continuously for the better part of 26, 27 hours. That would just be ridiculous.
Yeah, well, 28 hours over 2 days of high-stress poker, and you're talking about a second day today where they're already in the money. What high stress where every single decision can cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Well, while they're on a break, should we just go around the table and recap on who we've got at this final table of the WCOOP Main Event? We have Covey99 with a picture of a charming-looking chap with short hair, a moustache and beard, with MP3 player headphones on. KLS LCZ or Z, depending on what side of the Atlantic you're from. Either way, it's a very difficult name to say. That's why we're referring to him as KL. Kobe, by the way, a short stack at 1.4 million. KL on 6.5 million. The aforementioned Seeking USC with 7.3 million in chips. Liberace is the chip leader at the moment, the only player with more than 10 million in chips. He's got 16 to be precise. Liberace hailing from London. Then we have AJK Hoosier. I'm assuming that's a self-portrait AJ with 2.6 million. Don't ask him about pocket queens. They have not been his lucky hand this evening. Bold Poker from Versailles in France with 2.1 million. Sumpas with 4.6. Shoes Are Dirty with 6.2 million. And then Marcouche 13 from Minsk with 7.3 million. And there always has to be a sports fan at the final table. It's essential. It's an essential requirement of any online game.
Well, that could actually be Brett Favre. I know he's playing right now. I know he's actually playing Monday Night Football right now. He's in San Diego, but that could be him.
I love that. I just have a vision of they're showing a wide shot, and there's the players on the bench, and there he is with a laptop on his knees.
Wouldn't that be great? That would just be fantastic. I would love it. Of course, we had Kobe Bryant in this WCOOP. He's out now. Oral Hershiser probably played in this one. He's out. The athletes are falling like flies.
Thank you to everyone who's watching. Thank you to everyone who's emailed so far, and we will get round to answering some more of your questions shortly. That email address is pokerstars.tv@gmail.com. We know we will be joined soon, in the near future, by another member of Team PokerStars Pro. Not sure who that is going to be, but if you have any questions for them, you know the address, pokerstars.tv@gmail.com. And AJ has a request for us. He doesn't want us to mention those cards anymore. We won't.
There you go. It's kind of like, what was that movie? The Village? What was that M. Night Shyamalan movie?
Yeah, The Village.
Where they said, oh, don't say that color. You can't say the color. Same thing.
That was actually quite a good movie. I didn't see his last one, The Happening. Yeah, but I have been advised that it's absolutely rubbish. So action has resumed. The blinds are up to 80 and 160,000.